This is always ready, Matt Cardona, the internet champion and the host of the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast. But there's another podcast I want you to check out, and that is the Crash and Burn Podcast. Check it out every single episode. Make sure you subscribe, comment, like, do all that fun stuff, and you never know. Maybe one day you'll see the Crash and Burn Podcast take on the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast in the middle of the ring. And you know who's going to win? Me. Because you guys, you're not always ready. Crash and Burn!
Hey everybody, welcome back to Crash and Burn, where tonight we're back with a conversation with superstars. And tonight, we're gonna change these up a little different here, we'll say. Basically we will go around asking our guests your questions, and then we will turn things over. Then we'll do a little game of Would You Rather. But before we bring our guests in here, let's bring everybody here that is joining. First up, he's wearing an Adam Cole shirt. It's Josh.
Yes, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Crash and Burn Wrestling Podcast. It is I, the Assassin, Josh Dinger here. We're back with our conversation with superstars. We're here with Max and Ryan here. So yeah, let's get underway, asking questions and having all sorts of fun here. Let's get started.
Next up, I think this is the first time doing interviews here on Crash and Burn. Wyatt.
Yes, what's up, everyone? This is Wyatt here, one of the owners of the Crash and Burn Wrestling Podcast. All thanks to me for getting these two guys on. These are two guys that I met all the way down at Chincoteague for Eastern Shore Pro Wrestling. So it's great to have Max and Ryan both on here. And I'm very excited to do this interview episode. So let's roll it off to the next person.
And we will roll it off to Lucas.
Yes, and also one of the new owners are right here. Behind the scenes story, I am now fishing on ownership. So that's all I got to say, pretty much. And yes, we're doing an interview with Max and Ryan, which I'm very excited to do this. This is my second or third interview with a wrestler, I believe, I think. But I'm very excited for this. So let's get started.
That's right. Next up is AJ.
There we go.
Hey, welcome everyone to the fastest rising podcast of all professional wrestling, the Crash and Fucking Burn Wrestling Podcast, and we are joined by Maxx Morrison and Brian Nuzzi. This is definitely my first time doing an interview with wrestlers. I'm actually pretty
since
excited.
you've always done those with bands.
Yeah, like
over on our music podcast.
Yeah, but now like doing a wrestling interview,
yeah,
freaking amazing so far. Yeah.
All right, last but not least, this is our conversation with Maxx Morrison and Ryan Nuzzi. Come on in, you two.
Man, that was like the fucking wildest introduction ever, man. I swear, I need to like go grab my award or something. Who's got it? Oh, fuck, right here. I got it. Guys, hey, what's going on, Chef?
All right. And welcome, to Ryan.
What's up? I am River. Ryan Nuzzi is long gone.
Fucking tell him, River.
So I am River the Psychopath. No, I appreciate you guys having me on. Looking forward to it.
All right. So I shall explain to the people how this whole thing will work. So it's not only going to be us asking questions. So of course we'll still do that. We'll ask a couple, but shortly after we'll turn things around and you two will ask us questions.
Ooh, that could be fun.
After that, for fun, we'll do some Would You Rather.
I don't think you're ready for us to ask you guys questions.
Oh man.
Like seriously, I think you don't know what you got yourself into getting Static Age on here. You want to give us a hot microphone and ask you questions? God forbid, man. You might have to like second guess your life choices after we get done interrogating you guys.
We're looking forward to it, man.
Second guess my life. So
All right. So I'll start with the first one. When did the both of you decide to become wrestlers?
I think for me, when I was like 6. Like
yeah, it was early.
Yeah, I remember watching that shit on TV And then just years later got into it and started doing it in the neighborhood, started wrestling around with all the kids and whatnot.
All right. Josh, you go next.
All right.
Hey, River, you want to go ahead and tell some more?
We'll each go around and ask one.
Yeah. So, did you guys have any influences that inspired you guys to start wrestling?
Yeah, I guess you mean like other wrestlers watching them growing up or whatnot.
Yeah.
There's a couple of them. I grew up. I was a really big Hart Foundation fan, especially when they came back as a faction. I was big into Bret Hart, Davey Boy Smith, and Bret Hart's always been a big influence on my career and things I did, especially early on. Because you kind of when you first get rolling, you kind of just try to you pick from different people and try to come up with something that works. But yeah, I would say say a big part of the Hart Foundation for me.
Okay. How about you, man?
Nice.
I know. It was a bunch of like the old guys. Like I started watching like Legion of Doom and Sting just to get me started, and then I got into Undertaker. But then as I got a little older, I started getting more into like the more grizzly guys. Like I started watching Mick Foley and Brody and ECW, FMW in Japan. I watched a fuck ton of that, and then just kept progressing from there.
Oh, that's what now. Like now that I'm older, everything's different. It's changed since who used to. Yeah, the stuff I pay attention to now compared to what I did 10, 15, even 20 years ago is completely in a different realm.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy to think, just like the stuff as a kid, like evolves, like just to see where it goes, like at this point in the game.
Yeah. All right, Lucas.
Okay, so all right. So what I'm gonna say is like, what is that one match that influenced you to be a wrestler? What does that match make? Like, this is what I want to do with my life.
Oh man, that's a tough one.
Oh man. Okay, I got mine. I got mine.
All right, go ahead.
All right. So it was ECW Heatwave 97. It was the Dudley Boys versus Tommy Dreamer, Sandman, and Spike Dudley.
Nice.
And I remember we ordered the pay-per-view at my house, and that was probably the first ECW pay-per-view we paid money for. Got to actually sit and watch. The whole family watched it. But then when I saw where they cussed each other out and then kicked each other in the balls, and then the referee and everybody threw drop kicks in the corner. I looked at that. I was entertained. So from that point on, I was like, dude, that'd be cool as fuck to do this.
I would say, one of my favorite matches is from '92 SummerSlam, Davey and Bret. I was young, but I remember it happening. And as I got older, I was really big into the WCW cruiserweights, and I was a huge Dean Malenko fan and Psychosis and all those guys. And there's
Psychosis.
I think it was Psychosis and Ray. It was one of their matches in WCW. I remember watching that shit, and I was like, "Holy hell!" Because the guys weren't big, and you didn't see that often then. And me growing up, I'm still not a huge guy, so like I always looked at them as like, "Holy shit, if they can do this stuff, man." And that's a whole nother thing to do too. Like the shit that they was doing was just captivating. But yeah, there's a ton for me. I can't just pick one. But that whole '90s is where I grew up, and a lot of that has had a lot of influence on driving me to want to be a wrestler and that.
Dude, I'm gonna walk down memory lane for a second. You talked about who'd you just talk about? Who's the
Psychosis, Ray, Dean.
Ray. Dude, that reminds me of the Ray and Ultimo Dragon matches. Those shits are fucking fun.
Those are fantastic. Those are some of the best, man. That was the best shit going on in WCW at that time.
I remember watching. That was the start of War Games '96,
Yeah.
Norfolk, Virginia. That was the first match on the card. I was like, God, that's a fucking banger.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Right.
All right.
That were really good matches. I'll say that for sure.
See, that's the cool thing I like about all them WCW cruiserweights, because it's like all of them like a good majority of them branched off, and they did a whole lot cooler shit once they got out of WCW. You know, like Psychosis took his mask off. He traveled the world, did a whole bunch of stuff.
Yep.
Fucking Juventud is still the man. The
Yeah.
Laparca's still killing it too.
That-
MLW is LA Park.
One of them is. The other one got killed.
Well, the other one, yeah, but the one from WCW is still rolling.
Yeah, because that's that's LA Park, isn't it?
Yeah, he's LA Park now.
Yeah. Oh, dude, and then nobody does it better than El Dandy, bro.
So, Wyatt, if you got any questions, go right ahead.
Oh, I have a question.
Yep, go ahead.
How did y'all enjoy doing the hardcore match at ESPW teaming up with Dustin Tar?
Oh
And
man.
Oh, dude, Dustin.
Seconds that match.
Oh man, Dustin was fun to link up with, man.
Yeah, I've known Dustin for a long time, and it was definitely cool to get the chance to work with him. I've been on the other side of the ring
shit
from
out
him.
of Chris too. Never got.
Yeah, like it was fun. Just it was a brutal match, but anytime Static Age can come in and just start swinging, man, like that's what we're all about. Insanity and calamity. That's what it's all about. That's what we go by. We want to come in and wreck shop, and that was a great opportunity to get that done. And we did, and it was a hell of a time.
Dude, who fucking knew that we were going to be like great at mayhem? You know?
Yeah, who knew?
Who fucking knew? Like seriously, so much chicanery. Because what was that? The Glasgow Dragon? Yeah.
Then wait.
Dennis Wade? Man, that motherfucker. Dude hit me with a goddamn trash can. I had a bruise on
I
my
saw
hip.
that. Dennis was a bad.
Oh, and then what's fucked up is I got another bruise from wrestling Ron Hunt in the same spot on the same fucking hip.
Dennis did that to you?
Yikes.
That's what I dropped an elbow on him. He was laying on the cement floor off the damn apron. My hip's swollen for like 3 weeks. It heals. I go, I wrestled last week and I'm whipping around. God damn.
But yeah, that was fucking Dennis Wade, man. That dude walloped the shit out of me. So nobody saw this footage because there's no footage at all. And from what I understand, I haven't seen none surface. But we did this whole Three Stooges cat and mouse like routine because I'm trying to get away from these big motherfuckers. They're just like walking bowling balls with legs, all right? And all I can do is crawl under the ring to get away because them fat motherfuckers ain't getting underneath that ring. They ain't going to be able to fit. I knew I was safe. Once I came out, dude, brother tried to come to get me. I had me some Lysol for his stinky ass right in the eyes. I let him fucking have it, dude.
Yeah. If you didn't know, I was originally going to be reffing all those matches that night because the other referee didn't have a license.
Oh, man. How long you been working?
I have been working since April last year. And
April last year?
Yeah.
Nice. All right, AJ. Ask away if you got any.
If you, and this is for the both of you, who are your dream opponents like for the future if you ever like make it big in the professional wrestling world? Like if you had to face anyone that you dream of.
I'd like to see Static Age fight the Briscoes. That'd be fun.
Oh.
Nice.
I'll put that out right here. I want to see us fight the Briscoes.
Oh.
Those guys are tough as nails.
Briscoe's around my area.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they ain't far from you, River. We can just get in the car and go. We'll just go find wherever the fuck they are and go punch them in the face.
Them boys.
I'm talking shit, but I definitely think that'd be fun. That and if what's his name? If Bushwhacker Butch, no, yeah, Butch. If we could resurrect Butch and put a time machine on fucking Luke, and we can go in there in a match against the sheep herders, man, that'd be fun as shit too.
Yeah, there's a lot of ones from the past that I would like to face. New ones, Briscoes would be awesome. FTR is a great tag team.
Oh, it'd be cool to wrestle those guys.
That'd be cool to wrestle those guys. Yeah, those two would probably be the top.
I know there's a couple tags on the indies I wouldn't mind locking up with either. Like I know there's these cats, Black Magic from out in Maryland, definitely trying to get a match with them.
Nice.
There's a couple good dudes there grinding. It's you go check those guys out.
Yeah, they wrestle in EWA.
Yeah, that's Mason and Tony.
Yeah, Mason Walls, and I don't know the other guy.
Oh, you should. He's cool. He's cool to talk to.
So my next one is, what is your favorite moment of all time? Wrestling moment of all time in terms of that.
I was gonna say probably the day I was born.
Like in terms of your career.
Hey, you can't go wrong with the day you were born. It's the start of your life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
I don't know, man. It's hard to pinpoint one because I know River and me, like respectively, we both have done like a series of cool shit. So it's hard to pinpoint just one.
Just name.
I know a recent one is when me and James Storm were tagging. He fucked around and we did the Steiner Brothers pose together. That was pretty cool. Got to drink a beer with him in the back after we won the match. That was a good time.
I'd say my first real like cool moment in wrestling was working up in West Virginia for Keith Crockett. I got to work with Chris Hamrick from ECW.
Nice.
And that was a cool time, and that was like the first name that I ever worked with. I was probably like 2 years in the business, and that's always one of my favorites. Like I always tell that story and stuff like that. You know, that's one of my favorite things to that I've done. And I got to work with Ricky Morton, and that's high up on there as well.
Wow.
Yeah, we did.
Cool.
It was like we did a 6-man. Me, my old partner Sam, and that, and actually, it was Chris Tarr was with us for that. It was a 6-man. Yeah, but that's up there too.
Was that the one at the high school where we did at Halloween Fest? Or at Scream Fest? Like same building, same town?
Yeah, same building. Yeah, same
Okay.
town.
Gotcha. I know it's a little markish, man, but I remember probably another one of my favorites when I popped Mick Foley, and it wasn't even in the ring. I think it was like 2018. It was either 2018 or 2019, but I was at an ACW show, and it was a bunch of us versus Ellsworth, and they had Foley in, and Foley came done the cactus clothesline in his match because he got his new hips, so I was like happy as fuck to see that. But I saw him at the table, and just like a few days prior, I just got a brand new tattoo, and it was I got a Mick Foley tattoo, and it's Cactus Jack done up as the Keep On Trucking guy. So he's all cartoony and shit, look like old fucking hippie. And so I see him chilling there at the table, and he's talking to everybody. He's telling a story. Once I found my little opportunity, he goes, "Hey Mick, I got you on my leg, man. Got a new tattoo." He goes, "Oh yeah? What do you got?" And of course you would think that he sees these things all the time, right? So he's like, "Oh, okay," a little smiley face, whatever. And I should pull up my pants leg. He looks at it, he goes, "Holy shit, that's awesome. Can I get a picture with your tattoo?" Funny enough, I just put that picture up on my wall last night. Good time.
Okay.
All right. Josh, go right ahead.
All right. So if you guys had to choose, what is your favorite wrestling promotion currently at the moment?
I don't have one. Anywhere that pays us. Anywhere that pays us good. And anywhere that'll let Static Age do what Static Age does.
Ryan, how about you?
I mean, everywhere we have worked, I've enjoyed it. From Eclipse to Assault Wrestling Alliance, over in Chicoteague, all that. I mean, I wouldn't say I really have a favorite, but everywhere we work's been good to us and has let us come in and do our thing. So,
have you guys have a favorite promotion that you guys watch, like AEW, WWE, or anything like that? Or
I don't watch much current stuff, but when I do, it's normally AEW. I'll watch some matches of WWE if it's certain people, wrestling. But I tend to watch a lot of the older stuff. Like I like a lot of the older Japanese stuff. I watch a lot of stuff from Puerto Rico and just old NWA, AWA, Memphis stuff. I'm more into the history of it.
Okay.
Yeah, I just find myself watching AEW, like if I turn on anything, either that or MLW is usually pretty good as well.
MLW is good too. I haven't watched it recently though.
Yeah, definitely like a lot of what they're doing. But just like River over here, I'm an old school guy, but I like a lot more like cartoony wrestling. I like watching a lot of the Southern stuff, but because I'll definitely go back and watch some Memphis, or I'll watch some Florida or Texas. Usually has some pretty good stuff there. And then same thing. I watch like a bunch of Japanese hardcore just to, put me to sleep at night.
Yeah. I'm into
like the death
kind of stuff because I've been watching a lot of the deathmatch stuff. Indie wrestling has just been great as of late, like what they're doing, how they're expanding it. So I've been into that and stuff. So
you ever watched Young Josai?
No. I'm gonna.
Man,
I gotta.
You're in for it, man. You ever watch Bruiser Brody or Stan Hansen go?
Oh yeah.
I've seen that. Bruiser Brody was incredible though.
Yeah.
Him and Stan just used to go back in Japan, man. That's some shit you want to watch.
Yeah.
All right, Lucas.
Okay.
Ask away.
So, what is that? Okay, so this is just nostalgia, I guess. So, what is that one wrestler as a kid, or just have one wrestler you just out of passion you hated back then? Oh boy. I see it.
River,
so
go ahead.
So hold on. Wait. Let me clarify. Like as a kid, I hated.
Yeah, as a kid.
I would have to say one of them was a Honky Tonk Man. I couldn't stand. Like anytime the Honky Tonk Man would come on, and I was a kid, man. Like I just
come on, River. But he was like he is the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time. How could you ever possibly hate the Honky Tonk Man?
It was. I think it was a thing too. Is like I don't even like Elvis. Like I don't. Like it's like Elvis was like, and then this guy comes out with the Elvis gimmick. It's like, no, man. Like 7-year-old me was like, nah, fuck that.
Oh man, I don't remember who I didn't like as a kid. I remember I got confused a lot watching WWF though, because I used to see guys that would come out as like one-off gimmicks and a lot of the cartoony stuff, the occupational gimmicks. I think one that for some reason it chapped my ass, but it was the Executioner. And it was really just Terry Gordy under a mask trying to help Mankind during a Buried Alive match against the Undertaker. Because I think he had come out and he helped cost Taker the match, and I was so pissed off. I was like, fuck that guy in his hood. then I found out it was Terry Gordy. I was like, oh, okay. I guess he's all right.
But hey, at least with your moment with Taker, like how did it end up? out of the way to make sure it's alive. That moment still scare, like still kind of give me chills that day.
Oh, that's cool shit. I want to know how he held his breath so long.
Yeah, that's Taker that.
They gave him like a snorkel or something while he's under dirt. Just, all right, there's your cue.
Yeah.
Alright, motherfucker.
All right, Wyatt, go right ahead.
Somebody's breaking the cardinal rule. I hear a cell phone in the background. Somebody's sitting on the air.
Alright.
AJ,
Now,
that's
since
gonna be
I'm
my
part
thing
of the
if you fall asleep
industry-
on this interview.
Okay, so
Means you're
since I'm
buying.
part of the industry myself, what are your dream indie promotions you would guys want to wrestle at?
Dream indie promotions.
Like, what indie promotions would you guys want to wrestle at in the future?
Like
Hey,
I mean,
River,
I'll work anywhere, but
I want to work at the one that you and me were talking about putting together.
yeah.
Yeah.
But no, like MLW, you know, I'm a fan of their stuff. I like them. But I don't really have, I mean, the part of being an independent wrestler is just going out there and working wherever you can, you know. So I would say probably a place I'd like to work would be MLW. I guess they're considered indie. I don't really know. They're just a bunch of companies, and then you got the top guys. So
Yeah. I was gonna say I really like MLW's work so far. I started watching it as of this month, and I recognized the person. I don't remember his name, but it was a underground GM, I believe. His name, I saw him, was like, know what? This is gonna be good. So I've been like on that MLW for that month.
yeah, they've had some good stuff for a few years now, man. Like for a while, they had Harry Smith there, Teddy Hart. They had a bunch of guys there a few years back. It was really good. Yeah, definitely check out their stuff, man.
And then now they
have some good wrestling.
Alex Hammerstone, who's been
Yeah.
great.
Yep, he's good.
All right, AJ. Got any?
What are
Yeah,
your
I like Hammerstone.
Wait, what? Anyways, what are you guys' like favorite gimmicks like of all time? If you had to choose like a gimmick like that any promotion like did, like which one really like standing out to you? Like, or maybe like something was funny and all that, like, and then like all of a sudden became like your favorite gimmick.
I still love Seymour Snot. I think that's like one of the best ones.
Okay.
He's the geek with the physique from North Carolina, the ultimate mathlete.
That's my state.
That's like some of the best shit.
I'm trying to think what my favorite gimmick was. I was a big Undertaker fan. I mean, I like the Dead Man gimmick, shit like that. But besides that, like I liked a lot of the wrestlers. I was more into the wrestlers and shit. I wasn't huge on gimmicks.
Yeah, for me personally, like I like if it's a certain gimmick I'll get into, but it's mainly like their skills and talents that, you know, are the thing to watch. But I feel like a lot of people say, oh, to get into the business you have to have a good gimmick.
You do. You have to have. See, that's the thing is like gimmicks are different for everybody, but you have to turn it up. You have to turn your personality up to, is up to 100. You know what I mean? It has to go through the roof.
Yeah.
You know, you don't necessarily have to have some colorful character type gimmick. You know, I don't really have like my gimmick's different. I'm turning everything I have up to 150 as high as it can possibly go. You know, so you got to have something though. With the way things are nowadays, you can't just go out there and just straight up wrestle. It doesn't happen often.
Yeah.
There's always an exception to the rule, but
yeah, there's definitely a time and place, like especially in like certain markets and whatnot. But it seems to me like in this day and age, people are really like looking more into your personal character to decide whether or not they're going to support you, even if they love you or hate you. Because I've been seeing and hearing and going to a bunch of shows, man. It seems like wrestling fans now, it's like almost they have to accept you before they'll boo for you if you're a heel. So it's definitely a whole different ballgame now.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I mean, since I'm just starting, I'm literally performing in a chicken suit. So,
Dude, you got the prime spot on the show. You're in the chicken suit.
yeah.
You can go out there and work. You have the ability to go out there and work twice because nobody's gonna know who the fuck you are at that point. Go make double pay, bro.
Yeah, you can be the gobbledygook.
Gobbledygook.
Gobbledygooker, that motherfucker.
Oh.
You can be that big egg in Survivor Series, man.
Oh my god. I remember when they were doing the big old egg. I was thinking to myself, that'd be a tasty fucking omelet if that thing ended up being good. Throw some cheese on that bitch.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice. Get some protein in there.
Yeah.
So I guess my next one I have is: do you both prefer working as a heel or a face or a baby face?
Face. Like a face? Like a face?
Like a heel or a face, like
heel or baby face.
Like a good or a bad
heel
guy.
or baby face.
Is that
like a good guy or a bad guy?
Is that it?
There's a term for good bad guy, yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm trying to do it. I don't know. I don't know what you're asking me. I mean, you can't put this thing in a fucking rest hold. I mean, well, you said work face. Fuck, I'm trying. Sorry.
You can't put the face on sometimes, you know?
Oh my god, yeah, you don't know, man.
Take the mask off, you're the hottest thing in the business. There you go.
All right, so I guess heel is the answer then.
I mean, is it obvious, Jason?
All right.
Yeah, heel.
Who knocked my door?
All right, well, Josh, go right ahead.
Who knocked my door?
So how did you guys come up with like your characters when you guys were just starting up on the indies? Like, did you have an inspiration for a character, like your gimmick, or you just thought of it right off the bat?
It's kind of, for me, mine was like River was years of trying to figure out where I was going in wrestling and stuff, and it kind of just happened on its own. Trying different things, pulling different things, and finally finding the right mold, putting it all together. But a lot of it is me. It's my personality. Like I was saying earlier, crank that shit up. That's what I did. I took my personality, I cranked the shit up. I'm a quieter person. You know, that don't get you anywhere. So you gotta find something to use and something that you can pull from. And that's really what I guess River is. You know, my gimmick is, but there's not really like a set gimmick.
Okay.
It's just me turned up. That's what we are. I mean, I think with Maxx as well. A lot of that's Maxx. That is Maxx. You know, that's.
I'm nuttier than squirrel shit, man. That's a legit shoot.
He is.
That's a straight shoot.
Yep.
It's like even with me, Mad Max, for that matter, was years in the making. Because I mean, Maxx was just evolved from many years of being in the music industry and just got riled up and lived out that rock star life till it damn near affected everybody, including himself. So, you know, that's when I decided to take him into wrestling. And now this is what he's evolved into. He's this fucking weirdo that makes silly faces and is loud. And people seem to like him because he's weird and relatable, because they want to be able to go out and do that kind of shit too. If anything, man, Mad Max became the embodiment of my excess and my insecurity. So it's like Max I'm pretty reserved for the most part, but when Maxx comes out, it's cathartic, almost like therapeutic, because then it's like everything I'm worried about doing in the everyday life comes out through him, so it's pretty much a release. It's pretty neat.
Nice.
Nice. All right. Lucas, got any?
Okay. Put that for a second. So any like advice for those who about to like start wrestling or just get into wrestling, like what
Just
is
be good.
best like tips and advice to them?
Go to a credible school.
Get trained by somebody who's been somewhere.
Yes. Do your research.
There you go. That's
Find
out.
someone-
There you go.
That's it. That is it.
Any dipshit or fuckhead could own a ring and call themselves a trainer, but you're only going to be as good as who shows you anything. So if you're going to do it fucking right.
Yep.
Exactly. I agree with that 100%.
That and just, dude, be a sponge. That's my biggest thing too. Is just be a sponge, because there's so many guys and girls out there with experience, and that's what this business was built on. It's just learning on the go. And if you got people there that like been somewhere actually wanting to teach you how to do stuff, that's an opportunity. That's fucking valuable. That's like precious commodity. So
Right.
it's your responsibility to pay the respect to this business by shutting the fuck up and soaking up what this veteran wants to offer to you. And you tell them thank you. I appreciate it.
Exactly. I agree with you.
Yeah. Got it. All right. Wyatt?
Yep, when it comes to telling thank you, that's exactly what I did when I left Shankatig that night. So, back to what I was asking.
God damn, Chick T was so much fun.
I love going to that. I love going to that.
That was a good fucking time, man.
Heck yeah. So, what do you all do for activities, and what else are your interests outside of wrestling?
Mine right now it's my music. With my band, putting out music.
Music.
That takes a big chunk of my time. But that, and I mean, me and Maxx, when we're not wrestling, like we're constantly working on other things to put out as Static Age as a brand. So, it doesn't just stop with the wrestling. The wrestling is a very actually small part of what we're trying to build. It's everything that we do. It's the music, it's wrestling, it's just this brand in general. But that honestly is mostly what takes up my time. That, my family, doing that shit, and just your normal everyday shit you got to do.
Yep. Because me and River, dude, we talk every day. We're always pitching ideas. And
we're on video calls like this damn near every day, talking about what can we do next, what's next. That's how the whole podcast, that's how Maxx was saying, I think we need to do this shit.
Mm-hmm.
And he just put it out there.
Yeah, because that's pretty much my whole hobby, is when I'm not wrestling and doing stuff, is I'm just trying to find opportunities. And I do a bunch of art and just kind of put all my energy into like marketing and branding, because it's fun, it's creative, it keeps my brain busy, and it keeps me out of trouble, which is nice. Because Maxx at this age, he's been through enough trouble. It's time to eat some steak now.
Steak would be great right now.
Yeah, go for a fucking steak right now, man. Good ribeye with some like garlic, baked potato. Fucking.
Ooh.
Oh man, get some cinnamon butter on that. Oof. Jesus Christ.
I'm in.
Yeah.
Other than that, man, we're family guys. I just had kids like about almost a year ago, so I'm hanging out with them.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Thanks, man. And
Congrats, man.
I also do acting in independent films, stunt work. I do like fight choreography, help consult. And I got a couple of those films coming up soon, man. I'm really stoked about it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Nice. All right. AJ, Go ahead.
Like as a kid, like as you guys were kids, like you watch wrestling and all that, but like, did you guys like ever collect any merchandise like from a certain wrestlers, like action figures or?
Oh yeah.
Oh, it had tons.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I still fucking do.
Wrestling figures.
I have.
I mean, we come from the age too. We're used to run down to the local music store whenever a brand new like pay-per-view on VHS came out, and you'd get it Friday through Sunday. That's that type of shit. The action figures were huge for us. Mm-hmm. Even my son now has a ton of them. I mean,
wow.
But yeah, definitely.
Dude, I remember like anytime I go to like the live shows, if there was a foam finger to be had, I bought it. Trust me. I remember I had the RVD thumbs because I thought that was the coolest shit. But my wife's got more gear than I do because apparently, like we still collect. Like I think it was recently, the latest figure I got is WWE put out their Hollywood series, and it was fucking Roddy Piper from They Live.
I've been searching for that Piper, man. They don't even have that shit on my Walmart. They only had Cena and The Rock.
I'll show you guys something cool since we're talking about They Live.
I'm here to shoot bubble gum and kick ass, but I ran out of bubble.
Oh, cool guitar.
Yo, that's sick.
What?
That's a sick guitar.
Oh,
dude.
nice.
Wow.
I just like that Piper scene where he's just like, you know what? I carried chew bubble kick ass, but I ran out of bubble gum.
Dude, seriously, you want a fun Piper movie to watch? You got to check out Hell Comes to Frogtown. Because seriously, he's the last virile man on the planet, and his job is to have sex with every woman in that movie to repopulate civilization.
What?
It's like post-apocalyptica, and there's a town of frog people where he has to go in there to save the day. It fucking rules.
Hey, saves the day.
Dude, Roddy's a man. Like seriously, that's probably, I think, like as far as favorite wrestlers go, for me it's Shane Douglas and Roddy Piper. Those two are, and Foley is probably my top three because dude, Roddy was breaking down barriers like all over the place. Mm-hmm. That man had no fear. If there was something to be had that he wanted to do, he fucking did it. And I think that resonates with me because I got the same mentality.
I got a chance to meet Shane Douglas, and I'm actually like this month he's gonna be wrestling in like a sort of like a death match. Because somebody I know has like this. He owns like a deathmatch company now, so like.
Okay.
His idol is Shane Douglas, and he told like at one of the shows I went to last year in December, they cut like a good promo between the two, and like he's literally saying like he's kind of not being a mark, but he's like, you're my idol. Like it was 1997 at like 2 a.m. I was scrolling through channels and I found ECW. I watched you, and then I was like, man, one day I wanted to face you, and then. But they faced each other before, but I mean, Shane can still go despite like, how old he is now, but that motherfucker can still wrestle. He's such a bad.
Shane's great. Shane's great. Shane's from Pittsburgh, so we're from the same city. And I got to meet him before. He's awesome guy.
Oh yeah, he's really good. Yeah, he was. I remember meeting him at a WrestleCade, and he let me sit underneath his learning tree. And he shared a whole bunch of advice with me. On top of telling me, I asked him the burning question. I was like, "What's your beef with Ric Flair?" And I got the straight shoot. I got the straight shoot. So I was just like, "Okay, fair enough."
And I'm actually lucky. I actually got the Shane Douglas action figure right here. I got it from eBay.
Jealous. Right, dude. Still one of the best promos in the world, man. I think it was 2000 or 2001. XPW in California. Shane Douglas shows up in the ring, calls Bill Barron, "Fuck you, I quit," in the middle of the ring. Oh my god, that was great.
Yeah.
So a question I got is, did you both have a plan B when you first started training? Like if the whole training didn't work out, did you all have a plan B?
No.
You mean
I
like
think
the pills?
Oh! Oh! My God!
Oh!
Damn it!
No, man. I look at it as it was either going to work out or it wasn't. Just I don't go into things looking for like a plan B because that already implements failure. If you're already questioning what if this doesn't work, then you're not. Fuck that. Who cares if it doesn't work? I'm not worried about that right now.
Either you do it or you don't.
Yeah, and that's how I look at shit, man. I don't care. Everybody fails. There's nothing wrong with failing. If it didn't work out, it didn't work out.
Yeah, if you fail, you just look at it, go be like, all right, go back to the drawing board and come up with the next deal. It's like, all right, let's see if this works.
Yep.
I mean, I haven't had the easiest wrestling journey myself because I trained at a wrestling school with a bad experience. Then I went to the training school that I'm at now, and they've literally treated me like it's home to me.
Yeah,
and
I mean,
that's
it's
how
not.
I became the ESPW.
It's not meant to be easy. Like that's the thing. I mean, you got to realize too, it's wrestling, but these, you're still going to run into your assholes and stuff like that. You just, it's whether are you going to let it make you quit, are you going to let it get to you and you're going to quit and walk away, or are you just going to say fuck it and find a different way to get it to work?
Like
that's it.
Like I've heard, like not everyone's going to like you in the industry.
No, it's just like life. Does everybody like you from
school?
That's what I mean.
Well, life is not
has to like you.
Yeah, this is the thing. Life is not meant to everyone to like you. There's good people out there who's gonna hate you. If people hate you, you're doing something fucking right.
Yeah. All right. Josh, go right ahead.
Let's see. I'm trying to think of a question. I pretty much said all the questions that I could think of in my head, but if you guys what do you guys like to do on the outside? Like, do you have any hobbies that you guys do?
Ask that.
Oh. All right.
Goddamn, were you paying attention?
We told you this. Attention, you.
Well,
who's sleeping?
I thought it was AJ, but damn, I pretty much Josh now.
Goddamn, kid, you can't catch a contact through the computer screen.
No, you cannot.
Now, see a long game for GTS.
When you guys were watching wrestling at the time, did you guys ever have a storyline that you thought was the worst, that you just like hated? Like,
that's a good question.
Fuck, what was it? I had something in the back of my head, and now I lost it.
Describe it.
I remember when I was a kid, when Shawn and Davey were fighting over Diana Hart. Something about that didn't sit right with me one bit.
Oh.
It didn't sit with me at all.
I'd rather look back at no, not right now.
But I'm not big on the infidelity storylines anyway. It's just never really jived with me.
No, that just made me remember the Edge and Lita storyline.
Oh yeah, that was cringy as shit, man.
It was just weird, It just, I like both of them as wrestlers and shit, but yeah, it was just weird.
Like if they would have took that whole dynamic out of their shtick, I think they'd been better off because I think they were fair. But yeah, they can't take that crap out of there.
I mean, In my opinion, I would think it's probably the best love storyline I've ever seen. One of the best love storylines, in my opinion.
You ever read or seen Shakespeare?
No.
You fucking should, man, because there's a lot of like dramatic romance stories in that brother's catalog. I highly encourage you to do it.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. I learned that in English school. Not English school, English class. Fuck, I don't know what I'm saying now. But
English, do you speak it, motherfucker?
that wasn't words. I lost all my words sometimes. That storyline, okay, I'll admit that storyline was to me, but it actually led to a real breakup. Actually, it kind of it didn't sit right with me with how Matt and Edge and Lita went at it. It just sit right with me.
I mean,
Oh yeah.
I mean the story. I mean, it had a story told to it, but still. But
just imagine, just like. I'm not gonna say it actually. No, what? That is fine.
Oh no.
Never mind. We're good.
All right.
Are you gonna fix that in post, or are we letting that one roll? Or do you want to tell us the story?
So, Lucas, if you have any questions.
Nah, let's let them ask the questions. Let's make.
All right. So I guess we're now gonna go to the turnover. So Max, Ryan, we will turn things over to you both. So the floor is for you both. If you have any questions, ask away.
Here we go.
Hey, River, you want to go first, or you want me to start?
No, you got this.
Hey, Lucas.
Oh, no.
First question's for you, buddy. How many squirrels did it take to make that rug on your head?
About 500 of them, you know. I just had to nip the hair sometimes and stick it on there, It works sometimes.
Your turn.
Oh geez, I can't even think of one.
Oh my god. Let's see. Okay, I got one. So you go to a restaurant and you only get one side. Your choice is either mashed potatoes or mac and cheese. What do you pick?
Mac and cheese.
Mashed potatoes for me.
Mac and cheese for me.
I always get two sides. I usually get both, but I literally cannot decide right now.
Literally. It's that literally, huh?
Yeah.
That's literally. Mm-hmm. It's so what's your guys' goal out of this podcast, man? Where are you trying to go with this?
Well, we're just doing this for fun, just do what we love. So
yeah,
I think overall, our biggest goal, honestly, I'm just gonna speak for myself, us get bigger soon, and us to be out there and not necessarily be loved, but be known.
Yeah,
because the fake love and the real love sometimes, it's sometimes a mix of it. But I'd rather be known than loved. So,
right.
Yeah.
That's all.
To me, I'm doing this for fun and just to share our opinions on certain things and just all have a good time with some people. And then I also do 2 other podcasts with these people as well. So I do the same thing for them, for the others.
For me, it's like we all started this during the pandemic because obviously everybody was quarantined and locked in their houses. So and then after a while people were able to go out again despite the rules and the regulations. But the goal that I personally want to see this podcast do is get more well known and probably advertise out there just so other people can enjoy it as much as we do recording these episodes and doing this stuff.
Cool.
That's good shit.
That's real good shit.
Yeah, I mean that's the pandemic when that started. That's how I started getting moving on a bunch of things too. and you guys are still rolling with it, and stick with it. And whether you want it to be just fun, or you want it to go somewhere, I mean, it just push it, keep doing what you're doing, and fucking have fun with it. That's the main thing. Because the minute it's not fun anymore, you're not.
It makes it hard to like keep doing it.
Our other interests in terms of podcasts, like other ones, obviously we have a music one where we review albums, and we have a new one too for movies. So we always have fun reviewing those.
The music one sounds fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, music would be fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes you be good with it. Sometimes you lose your mind to it.
Yeah.
Never know. If you guys ever like drop an album like to the world, we can always review it too.
Yeah.
And I have an.
The Moshcast is the name of it.
I have an EP out, a 4-song EP.
Is it available on Apple Music or Spotify?
It's on Apple Music and Spotify. Yep.
Oh, perfect.
You guys can check out our music podcast, the Moshcast. It's down below in the description.
Okay.
If you guys want.
Yeah, I will.
Yep. So, do you guys have any more questions for us?
You got anything, River?
Man, I'm terrible at asking questions. It's normally like a spur of the moment thing.
Right.
I'm used to getting asked questions. So, all right, I'll get one. We'll go back to wrestling. Oh, so for you guys, who was that one wrestler that got you guys that made you fall in love with wrestling?
I'll go first.
Oh, easy.
Easy.
The Undertaker for me, because his character blew my mind. Especially he gives me a horrific vibe in terms of his entrance. And that gave me goosebumps. Like, I even got to see it live myself.
Yeah.
And that was even more surreal.
Look at yourself. All right. For me, when it comes to wrestling, is Rey Mysterio. I remember I was watching it in 2008, and it was a match where he won the World Championship at WrestleMania 22 against Randy Orton and Kurt Angle. That match got me fall in love with wrestling, and when I was young, I was like, no, he won the world title. But when I got older, I realized he won it for Eddie Guerrero. And that moment, just that overall the 2006 run with Rey Mysterio with the whole tribute to Eddie, that run gave me chills. And it's like, hey, I'm still gonna hold it down for you or anything like that. But he made me follow my wrestling. It's like the ultimate underdog, and basically the little man just having the willpower.
Yeah.
That, and he's really good in the ring. If you go back to your WCW days, for example, with the things with Dean Malenko, Jericho, Eddie Guerrero, and Halloween Havoc. Those are great matches because he does all these tricks, and that's how I like about Mysterio. His gear and his tricks he got up his sleeve. He still does it to this day, and it's gonna be a sad day once he retires.
Right. For me, I have 3 main influences, but my main influence is Edge. My other 2 are Jeff Hardy and Chris Jericho. For Edge kind of reminds me of myself. He does what he wants when he wants. Something about his character. Once he became the rated R superstar, that's when I basically knew this guy. He's gonna be a world champion one day. And he actually, what I like about Edge is when he was in high school, he wrote, "I want to win a WWE title." It was a senior thing or something for high school that he did, and then sure enough, he made it to WWE and he won the world title. And if I can do something, if he can do something, I can do something. So that's what I like. And Jeff Hardy, I've always liked Jeff Hardy. He's a risk taker. He's a daredevil. He's not scared of anything. And I like how he has a persona with when he does his face paint, he has a persona with that look on his face. So that's kind of, and then with Jericho, it's Jericho, he's funny. He's a great promo talker, and he's just good at what he does. Like all these guys now, and a lot of these indie guys, they're great. All the wrestlers, they're all great at what they do. So, but those are my top 3.
Okay, for me, I have to say, like, either because I only watched like wrestling. I started watching wrestling like 2016, so I had a pretty few years watching pro wrestling. But yeah, I think my main influences, like what that got me into wrestling more, is definitely like Seth Rollins, Chris Jericho, CM Punk, definitely the Hardy Boys and Edge. Because the reason I said the Hardy Boys because their legendary comeback at WrestleMania 33 was really got me into more like in pro wrestling, because like you never know the shit like this is gonna happen to you in the future. And
Right.
Same thing with Edge, never know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Even CM Punk too, when he made his debut on AEW, never know what happens. Chris Jericho, he is a great talker, great in the ring. He can do everything like perfection, like because he's like he was the talent back in the Attitude Era and like during the Ruthless Aggression era and then towards the PG era. Yeah, Jericho's so good, whatever he do. Seth, yeah, he was like my main guy from 2016 to now, like because Seth right here can like talk. He's good in the ring. He has so much goddamn charisma. Right now, he's doing his visionary stuff and all that, and I'm really like, I like all these guys. I like all the professional wrestlers because like they can like do stuff like Brock Lesnar, for example. Brock,
AJ,
yeah.
You said all.
I mean, all right.
You trash on Goldberg all the time, and Goldberg's a literal legend.
Come on, man.
But it's his husband though. Like, come on.
No. All right.
AJ, you love Goldberg. Come on, man.
Anyways, but overall, I mean, like those are the main 5 that got me really into pro wrestling, and then like I pretty much looked up.
I got a question for you, man.
Yeah.
Were you old enough to see Goldberg when he was still the shit? Like,
no,
were you alive?
Unfortunately.
With me, I actually went back and watched Goldberg when he was. I watched, I think it was a WCW match. I think it was Goldberg's debut. Because what happened was with me, like, one of my family members got me into wrestling, and it was kind of like one of my family members was in it, and then they passed it on to me, and I just became the avid fan and stuff. So, like, someone's like, there was this guy back in the day named Goldberg, and he was the shit. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna watch this guy. So like, I watched his debut match. I was like, this dude was the fucking shit. I was like, his entrance kicked so much ass. I was like, bro. And then yet, when he comes back to WWE few years later, and then yet people trash talk the dude. I'm like, you put the dude in the Hall of Fame. Come on now. Yet you don't want him to win titles yet. Let him come back. AJ.
I don't think I win yet.
Go ahead. I'm pretty much done.
So, the question was, who was our?
You're one.
Oh.
I do have a few as well.
Swear to God, it's like the last 10 minutes felt like promo hour.
For sure. Oh man. My main guy. I know I do have a few. My main guy is definitely gotta be. It's gotta be Randy Orton, even though people have said that is a good one to choose. And I also do like John Cena. I do like Rey Mysterio, and I did like Triple H because, Randy Orton was just that guy that, I was like looking up to. He had his tattoos all over his arm. He You know, he was just so big compared to me. You know, he looked just like an actual wrestler. Like, this is definitely, and you know, he was called the Viper himself. So, you know, I was really into snakes at the time. So, like, this guy is my freaking guy. And, you know, I saw like Rey Mysterio and John Cena and Triple H as well, and Jeff Hardy. You know, I was really into like Jeff Hardy with the face paint, and you know, Triple H, knowing how jacked that man is, you know, coming out with the sledgehammer and spitting water in the air. Like, I did that all the time when I was younger, trying to be just like Triple H. And I do, you know, like, and especially the fact that Triple H was like a bad motherfucker back in the day. Like, I'm like, this guy is one of my favorite wrestlers for sure. But not much to say here. You know, and I do include Edge in that as well. So I don't know if you all have any questions as well, but that's all I gotta say.
Before you guys continue, I know you guys wanted me to say one, so I just had to choose one. I think the main one is probably the Hardy Boys, pretty much.
From my main one, I said before, even though I named like two or three, but my main is Edge.
It's all good. It's all good.
Mine's the Undertaker. I already named mine.
AJ, I thought yours was the New Day because you were so upset they got drafted separately.
Oh,
that's true here.
Well,
Anyway, so do you guys have any more?
No.
No, I can't think of anything else.
Can either one? Okay, I got a question. Can anybody in this room tell me who's in that photo that I put in the chat?
Oh, all right.
Oh God.
You have to tell me who's getting kicked in the face.
Let's see.
Oh God.
Don't look it up. I want you.
Don't fuck this up.
AJ, no cheating.
Yeah, no.
I think I know who it is.
I think
Oh,
I
wait.
know who.
I know the guy doing like the big boot is Bruiser Brody.
Yeah.
Who's the other guy?
I think it's like Giant Baba or something.
Who is that?
Oh
Hmm.
God.
Here.
How can I see this?
I was gonna say that guy. I'm trying to think of his name, but
Hold on, I'm trying to get close to his face. Hold up.
yeah.
I think it's Giant Baba.
Giant Baba?
Yeah.
Like the Labba Dabba Baba?
Lewis.
Yeah, but dabba do.
What's up?
Yabba Dabba do work, son.
Damn it! I don't know. Fuck.
But
Oh man.
I'm gonna take a
Very
guess.
disappointing, you guys. I thought y'all had some credibility.
I'm gonna say Antonio Inoki.
Who said that?
Yeah, my guess is Antonio Inoki, the guy who's getting kicked in the face.
This guy wins the award.
yeah, I think that's.
I zoomed in on the face. I'm like, that has to be. He looks so...
Antonio Inoki.
All you gotta remember is that chin.
Yeah.
Antonio, no.
That fucking jaw, man.
I remember when he
Made
got
of iron.
like that's a big ass chin.
He's a big ass person too.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
All right, so
And he owns a good company.
Yes, he does.
so any more questions or?
I think I'm
I
good.
didn't realize he was
Yeah.
6'3".
I did have
All
a
right.
question. I did have a question, actually. It popped up in my head.
All right.
All right.
So,
All right, then ask away, Lucas.
so this is for both. So, what was your favorite theme song
Ooh.
for wrestling wise?
Dude, I always thought Gangrel's music was the shit.
Oh, that one's sick. Yeah, I love that one. So for some reason, I think about myself coming out to that for some reason. I don't know why.
I'll tell you what, too, man. ECW got me hip to a lot of music and bands I had never really listened to. But once I started like hearing all these guys come out to it, and I'd hear it later on throughout life, be like, it's familiar. Like I didn't really give too much of shit about Deep Purple until I realized Shane Douglas came out to Perfect Strangers. Didn't give a fuck about Pantera until I heard Walk. Oh, that's Rob Van Dam.
Yeah.
Oh yes! Oh my god, that is so good.
That was RVD's.
Credit to Rob Van Dam for doing that.
I started giving a fuck about Kiss after I heard Taz come out.
Oh, it was War Machine, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Oh, good on you. Good on you. Good job.
And then New Jack came out to Natural Born Killers.
I've been a gangster since I came out the nutsack. Fuck yes, it was.
I think I got a question here.
All right, Wyatt.
All right, so you ask away, then after that, we can get to this little game that we like to call Would You Rather.
Ooh.
Hey.
Ooh. All right. My question is, if you could change one thing in the past in wrestling history, what would it be?
Ooh.
What would it be?
The death of the territories.
Yeah.
I wish that we still had territories around.
I like
That's yeah, that would probably be mine.
Let's see. Yeah, I'd probably have to go with territories only because I can't come up with something better myself.
All right, so I guess at this point we can move on to a little game that we like to have fun with every time we do these conversations. This is Would You Rather, and it can be about anything. So I'll start off. Would you rather have a match against Edge or The Undertaker?
Taker.
Dagger.
Taker.
Oh yeah.
All right. Wyatt, you got any?
Oh my. Oh, I think I got a good one. Would you rather be in a 3-on-1 handicap match, or would you rather be in a squash match with a 500-pounder?
Which side are we on for the handicap match?
It's a 3-on-1 handicap match.
Oh, so 3 dudes would be beating the shit out of me or Rick?
Yeah. Or get squashed by a 400-pounder in a squash match.
I've been squashed by more than 400 pounds. I mean, that ain't shit.
Yeah.
Been there. Yeah. So I guess I'll be the lonely pig in Deliverance.
Yeah, I'd probably go with that too. I can still get the match over.
Yeah. It'll still be good. Plus two, if the chips are down, man. You know, I know Rivers got my back and I got his, man. Just one bump to the referee and we'll be there. She's right there.
Oh yeah. So Lucas, you got any?
Okay, so this is move wise or signature wise. Would you rather take a Keith Lee Spirit Bomb, or would you rather take a Jerry Lawler Power Driver?
Oh, dude, I want to get pile driven by the King.
Yeah, definitely the King.
Dude, seriously, because that thing is fucking legendary.
I don't even know what the first thing you said. I don't even know what that is.
It's just a bouncing power bomb, dude.
Nah, it's the King, man.
It's basically the match ride, kind of.
Kind of.
Okay. Yeah, no, definitely the King.
All right. Josh, you got any?
Yeah. Would you rather take a 5-star frog splash from Rob Van Dam, or get put through as much carnage from New Jack? Because
I think I'd rather just party with those two. That sounds like fun.
hey,
Yeah,
I don't do
sounds
either one of
better.
those things, and we all just hang out.
All right. I like that answer. Yeah, definitely RVD, man.
Like RVD's living his best life these days, man. I'm sure
he literally is.
He's untouchable.
He got all these women at the pool boat with him.
Telling you, man.
And he's married. Dude,
that's the Rob Van Dam is the epitome of creating the life you want. You know, that's success right there. Brother can do anything he wants.
Yep.
And he's doing it.
Yeah.
All right, AJ, you got any?
What would you rather go if you had a sign in a big promotion? Would you rather sign to MLW or Impact?
Dang, AJ.
I mean, I'd really work at either, but
yeah, I guess it all really depends on what they do with me.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I don't know because you know what, I haven't seen a lot from either one of them. I'll say Impact just because I know more people there now.
Yeah, same.
More people that have been in front of us now, you know, like guys that were just released or working there and stuff, and maybe that.
That's it, because they've definitely come. They've come a long way back. Like Impact,
yeah, they have.
On top
they
of
have.
Well,
it's just not the Russo era.
I'm actually shocked you guys said Impact. I thought you were going to say MLW because you just talked about MLW a little bit, but I would actually consider I wouldn't mind seeing you guys on Impact, because
see, it's I like MLW and everything, but if you look at who's at Impact now,
that's where you want to be.
That's how you got to weigh it out.
Roster, man.
That's how you weigh it out because that's how you get better is by like who you're around and stuff. MLW has a lot of great talent, but especially with what's happened the past year in wrestling and all these releases, a lot of them guys either went to AEW or Impact.
And look how their careers have evolved. I mean, Matt Cardona was just in the world title picture.
Yeah.
The recent paper.
Dude, and that's somebody I'd want to learn from. That's somebody I want to work matches with. I want to pick his brain.
Matt Cardona.
Oh, I got that one.
Oh, I gotta get one.
All right, so I got one more. Would you rather spend the day with The Rock or Stone Cold Steve Austin?
Oh, I'm drinking with Stone
Cold.
Stone Cold?
Yeah.
Stone Cold.
And that's the bottom line.
Great.
And we're getting trashed too.
That's it, dude.
Yep.
I'm bringing my own beer though, because his beer sucks. I'm sorry. Those broken skulls are not that good.
It's a broken beer. That's what it is.
No, I'm just not an IPA guy. That's all that is.
Wyatt, if you got any more?
Oh man, would you guys rather get spit in the face with an apple by Carlito, or would you rather get stink faced by Rikishi?
Oh, the apple.
Before or after he took a shit? I mean, that matters. I loaned Carlito some fucking lotion one time back in Norfolk. Nice guy though.
All right. Lucas?
All right. So, actually, okay. So, would you rather get speared by Bobby Lashley or get speared by Edge?
So, do you mean in the biblical sense?
No.
I mean, getting speared by either one of those guys, doesn't sound pleasant to me. But if it gets my foot in the door, I'll do it.
He has a point.
Yes.
I don't know, man. I guess whoever's going to be more gentle is my answer. Because I like to be spooned, when I'm getting speared.
All right. Josh?
Yeah, I got one. Would you rather, let's see, would you rather hang out with Shawn Michaels or would you rather hang out with Bret Hart?
Dude, come on, man. Are you serious? That's like a no contest, man.
Mm.
Of course, River wants to hang out with Bret Hart.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even have to say
it. Me, on the other hand, if like 25-year-old Max was hanging out with like early 90s Shawn Michaels, bro, I don't think either one of us would be alive right now.
At least it's not that, Shawn. At least
that's a fact, Jack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. Oh, sorry. I was, fantasizing about what that would be like. Like, yeah. Anyway.
All right. So, AJ, if you got any,
Yes.
go ahead.
Would you rather would you rather hang out with Dustin Rhodes or Shane Douglas?
I mean, they're both awesome dudes. I'll hang out with one of them. I've been around both of them. They're both cool as shit. So
I've been around Shane Douglas, so I'll say Dustin Rhodes because I've never met him.
All right. Wyatt, if you got any more.
Oh man. Would you rather win 2 or more tag team title belts or compete on AEW Dark?
Oh, AEW.
Easily.
Yeah,
I don't give a fuck about
it. Yep, that's not even hard. Yep.
Dude, getting on Dark, that's an opportunity right there, man. That's the shit. That's the shit that matters.
I have one.
Go right ahead, Lucas.
All right. Would you rather get thrown off the cell by the Undertaker, or would you rather get lit, be on fire by Kane?
Oh.
Yikes.
I'll take a cage bump.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to get lit on fire.
I mean, I've been lit on fire. That shit sucks. So I'll do the cage bump. Or
I got too much hair.
Yeah. I mean, at least you're gonna weigh in. I was a
dumbass who used to light my own self on fire for fun because I was bored.
What?
Oh yeah, true story.
Damn.
Damn, bro.
Oh yeah. Don't leave a firebug around with a lighter and some Lysol. They'll find a way to fuck some shit up.
That's going hand in hand. Damn it.
All right. Josh, you got any more?
Actually, no. I actually can't. I actually don't. So.
Oh, I have one.
There's AJ, you got any more?
Yes. Would you guys rather all right, this one would you guys rather like like would you guys rather collect figures? Would you rather collect Hasbro figures or retro figures? Like if you did it back in the day, would you rather do any of those?
I never really cared who made them. I went by who the wrestlers were, and if they caught my eye and I liked it, then that's what I would go for.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the brand don't mean shit to me.
Yeah, the brand. I was never big into brands and stuff. I always go by
Yeah.
what interests me, what catches my eye, things like that.
Oh, okay.
All right. Lucas.
Would you rather get
Lucas.
hit by a light tube or be thrown into a barbed wire table?
Oh.
Uh,
I don't like TV and shit.
yeah. Well, yeah, they're not shit, but
Just gotta make sure you ain't all bleeding first. Get that mercury in you, man. Get that blood poison.
that's the thing. Yeah.
Yeah, you get that blood poison. That's a whole different kind of buzz, man. That's not something you want to, chug down on a Saturday night. But the barbed wire, barbed wire is something else too. So is the table wrapped in barbed wire? Or is it just barbed wire on the table?
It's wrapped.
Is wrapped? What grade barbed wire is it?
Oh god, it's a razor one.
Is it chicken wire or is it actual barbed wire?
Actual barbed wire.
With the razors or the spikes?
Razors.
Oh, fuck that.
Oh man, dude!
I'll do the light tube.
Eat the fucking light tubes, man. That's a party.
I've seen like death matches. Like one guy I saw did a power driver off the top rope into a barbed wire table, and then both of them motherfuckers I thought were gonna be both sent to the hospital by the time the freaking match was over.
Yeah, deathmatch wrestling's a whole different thing, man.
Yeah.
More creative. More creative. There's more ways to die.
It's creative in a way of like the new extreme wrestling, but they go a little overboard with a lot of like different weapons and stuff.
Well, that's deathmatch, but yeah.
But it's cool to watch though, honestly. Like you just gotta get used to like the blood. If like you're watching ECW, it's kind of like the same thing, but more with a lot more weapons and stuff included.
I think I have one more. Would you rather be in a Inferno match or a death match?
That's the same thing, isn't it?
It's kind of like the same thing.
Like an Inferno match is a kind of death match, isn't it?
Pretty much.
Can you rethink that question a little more? Let's rub a little stank on there, make it interesting.
Yeah, Jason.
Yeah, what do we got? What kind of death match are we talking?
Let's actually do Texas.
Texas death match.
What's a Texas death match? What's that consist of?
I think you gotta be down for a 10 count, I believe.
That's it? That's a death match? Texas death match?
I saw a Southern Slaughter death match.
You gotta let it through. Hey, I'm out. Wait, you gotta
Jason,
let it
are you like stuck on that question?
Nah. It was why? If you got any more?
I might think of a dumb question. Would you rather into a pool? Would you jump off a very tall, giant diving board or a giant boulder?
Well, I jumped off my house when I was 15. It was like a 2-story into a swimming pool. I think it was like at least 20 some odd feet, 20, 25 feet. So that wasn't bad. Probably the boulder. But what am I landing on? Into a pool?
Yeah.
How big's the boulder? Is it tall or is it just wide?
Tall.
How tall?
Tall and Andre Giant.
Well, no shit, but that's not like really selling me anything. You're wanting like a diving board, or how is the boulder taller than the diving board?
Yes.
Well, then whatever's taller, I'm jumping off of that.
Never can hold you.
Anyway, so I changed up my question a bit. Would you rather be in a Hell in a Cell match or Inferno match?
That's better.
Oh, Hell in a Cell.
Hell in a Cell.
Hey, man. That'd be fun.
Hell in a Cell.
Oh yeah, they're just like seriously, get me and River in a Hell in a Cell with whoever. I think we can make some magic. That'd be lots of fun. Get really creative and really nasty.
Just get somebody that you don't like, you just put them in Hell in a Cell, you just throw them off, just casual things like that.
I actually have one more. Would you rather?
Go ahead, AJ.
Who would you rather work with? Like, if you were signed to a big promotion, like, would you rather work with the Briscoe brothers or Malachi Black and Randy Orton?
You mean Brody King?
No, Randy Orton. Sorry.
I mean, they both are cool.
Yeah.
Them boys.
Yeah, I'd say either one of them. They're both cool.
Oh, all right.
All right. Josh. Have you thought of any or?
No, I think I said all the ones I thought of.
All right. Lucas, you got any more?
I ran out of my tank, so no.
Wyatt?
Sadly, no.
All right, so I guess we can end off the video here. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna go around, tell people where they can find us, and plug anything we want, and yeah. So I'll start off here. Thanks for watching this episode of Crash and Burn, where we had our conversation with superstars. We hope you all enjoyed, and yep. You can stay tuned for our next couple of videos over on here, and you can check it. And you can check myself, Josh, Lucas, AJ, and Wyatt on our music and movie podcast, where we review awesome movies and albums and EPs, which are linked down below. And yeah, thank you for watching. Josh, go right ahead.
Thank you guys for watching this episode of the Crash and Burn Wrestling Podcast with our conversation with Maxx Morrison and River Ryan Nuzzi right here. Thank you guys.
Close enough.
Yeah.
Fucking nasty.
Close in age.
Fucking nasty.
It's been a long episode, so
It's not that long.
Not that long. Come on,
hey,
man.
I'm kidding. Anyways, you guys can find us on Instagram at the Crash and Burn Wrestling Podcast. You guys can find the Moshcast and Cinematic Analysis on there as well. Stay tuned to the socials for when episodes drop, as well as this one that we are recording right now. Follow everybody on here. Max and Ryan, where they can find you guys.
Anybody want
All right. I guess I was waiting on him.
Yeah.
StaticAgeBrand.com. You can find all of our socials on there. Everything we do is through there. You'll find my music, Max's stuff, all his booking dates for the movies coming out. So StaticAgeBrand.com.
Plus, we got a link to the merch site too, where we got Static Age t-shirts, hoodies, mugs, tank tops, long sleeves. We got it all, Daddy. Oh man.
Go check
I told
them out
myself I
there.
wasn't gonna say daddy no more, goddamn.
Go check them out on their website. Go give them some love and support. Definitely check them out whenever in the area, whenever you guys see them wrestle. And yeah, we'll see you guys in our next episode.
Wyatt, go ahead.
Thank you all so much for another great episode here in the Crash and Burn Wrestling Podcast. Glad we got to have Max and River both on this episode. I'm glad that I hope you both had a great time here. And it was great to have you both on. Also, give everyone a follow on their socials. This was definitely a fun time to have to make my first appearance on an interview and also support. And if you're at it, please support independent wrestling.
Lucas?
Yes, you can find me at local houses. I'm kidding. finally at your local mom's house. But anyways, then you guys to watch this episode of Crash and Burn. You know, always a good time to interview wrestlers and talk to them and anything like that. It's also a very cool thing to fucking do. And that's all I'm just gonna say. Check the socials down below. Check out the story because I know that's be posted a little bit later by yours truly. And yeah, that's all I pretty much gotta say. New owner is out. All these people are out, and we will see you soon or later or somewhere. I don't know.
AJ, go right ahead.
Thank you guys for watching another episode of the Crash and fucking Burn Wrestling. And
fucking burn.
All right, time to fucking burn.
I really hope you guys enjoyed this interview with Maxx Morrison and River Ryan Nuzzi. And I'm very glad I got to interview some wrestlers today. This was a huge honor for me, to be honest. Thank you guys for showing up here, and thank you guys for coming, and thank you guys for watching this video, and hopefully we see you guys next time. Let's do this.
As you would say, the last warrior.
The last warrior is out.
All right, so Max, Ryan, anything else to say or before?
No, hey, just thanks for having us, man. We had fun. We appreciate you guys. Yeah, it was a good time, and keep doing what you guys are doing, man. It's good stuff.
Thanks, guys.
Everybody, rock on.
Yeah.
All right.
And have a good time.
Thanks, guys.
Okay. Maybe you want to.
All right, see ya.
See you guys.
Crash and Burn!